Throwing petals like, do you love me or not? Head is spinning and it don't know when to stop. You said forever, baby, did you mean it or not? Hold on, hold on. Give me a red, baby, but I still get the message. Instead of a line, it's 3 dots, but I can connect them. If it ain't right, baby, you know I respect it. If you need time, just take your time. Honey, I get it, I get it, I get it. Way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Blowing kisses like will you catch 'em at night? Cupid with arrows, babe, I'm just shooting my shot. If I could get in, drop me a pin, hopping up and come over. Don't wanna be friends, just in the skin, I wanna get closer and closer. The way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Till I can see you again. Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days? Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days? Till I can see you again.
Afternoon. I hope you're all well today. I hope you're all well. It's an absolute blazing one today. Wanted to get a stream done earlier on, but there was about 70 million people that were on, so I didn't think it was worth it. So I thought I'd move it a little bit later on in the day. I've just been out shopping with the wife this afternoon, so thought I would do a little bit of a later stream. I'm obviously going to be live 11 o'clock tonight with Don doing the Liverpool show, so it made sense that I got a show done in between. There's been loads and loads of stuff that's happened. Obviously Darwin Núñez still hasn't signed. Arnie Slot obviously mentioned that in a press conference today that it's soon, and that will be announced soon. He also didn't really want to talk about Alexander Isak, which is fair enough because it's not his player. That's kind of how it goes, that you don't talk about other teams' players. So that's kind of where that is right now. It's really interesting, all of the news coming from Newcastle and also coming from other clubs of other potential signings, which we can talk about as well. I also wanted to look at a little bit more into the Mark Guehi situation, also the Isak situation, and also the Harvey Elliott situation and the Ben Doak situation. There's a couple of things that we probably need to get done there. Also have a look at what some of the journos are saying around some of the other players, and we can also have a look at the training, the team that did the training for the game at the weekend with Crystal Palace, and also we can have a look at potential Crystal Palace team as well. Quite a lot to cover. Hopefully we can get this done in an hour. If not, then maybe it'll drag on a little bit longer, and then I'll direct you onto Judge Mo's show, which is starting at after 5 o'clock. But first of all, what I wanted to do is I wanted to thank you all who downloaded the Match Bingo app in my last show, and I also wanted to thank Match Bingo for sponsoring this show. As you can see, the QR codes on the channel. All you need to do is take a photograph of that, and you can download the app for free. With your first £5 deposit, you get £10. At the moment, there's a special deal. If you buy 4 bingo cards, you get 1 free. And I'm going to quickly show you my bingo card for the weekend. Sorry, for today, because there's a game on today that I'm going to show you. So bear with me. Let me show you my card. So this is my card for today. I just took a screenshot of my phone, so I've got the app. You can install as much money as you want in there. Obviously, gamble responsibly. The game tonight is Birmingham Ipswich. It kicks off at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to do a live stream on it, but I will do live stuff on Liverpool. What I will do is I will explain to you what the lines are on the actual card. So the first line, which has got the 5, is a 5th substitution made. The one below it is a free kick taken. The one below that is a corner awarded. The one below that is a goal kick taken. Then kick off half. Attempt saved. Yellow card shown during 4th, 14th, or 24th, etc. Every 4 minutes, that one. Any goal awarded, that's every 7th. So 7th, 17th, 27th, so that's every 10 minutes. 1 minute of injury time. Free kick taken. Second substitution made. That's obviously for the second half. Goal kick taken. Throw in taken. Direct woodwork hit or no goal. And caught offside. So that is my bingo card. Okay. Everybody potentially has different bingo cards. If I get all of them with one line, I win £36. That's for the first person who gets the line. Then you can continue to play on, because obviously if you didn't win, then you can continue to play on. And then there's an opportunity for you to get 2 lines, which is £41. And then obviously you've got the full house. It's only £2 for each go. I've got to be honest, like it's a good laugh. There's 138 people now playing this one. So when I took the screenshot, it was 134. There's now 138, and the prize pot is now 251 quid. So if you win you can win all of it. You get 251 quid. Over 200,000 paid out already to players by taking sport betting, football, and bingo combining. It's not just bingo. There's golf, there's cricket, there's all kinds on it. Make sure you get your bingo card on the upcoming game tonight. Click through the link on my description and also via the QR code on the screen. And remember, gamble responsibly. And bingo cards for this game, if you buy 4, you get 1 free. And thank you, Match Bingo, for sponsoring my show. Really appreciate it. Get involved. Download the app now. I can see if you've actually taken a screenshot of the QR code. So get involved, and I'll give you a big shout out if you do. On my last show, I got 5 people that did it. So take a screenshot and download it and have a play. All right. It's free, and it's a little bit of fun. Okay, so get involved. Right. So where do we start? 78 of you in here. If you can please hit the likes and subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm looking to get to 1,800 subscribers. I'm about 40 short, I think. So it would be amazing if we can get there by the end of this week fully. I'm looking to do about 100 new subscribers a week, which is going quite well. Gamble responsibly. I know. To be fair though, mate, like my first flutter on it, I won 20 quid. So it's worth having a go. Like, even if it's only £2, like, just have a go. Like, good laugh. People use betting apps anyway, so why not get involved? Okay, so let's do a bit of sharing. I'm going to leave the QR code up on there, so you can take a screenshot of it if you want. All you do is take a photo, and then it'll give you the app to download. So get involved. If you want to do it now, because I'm going to take it down in about 10 minutes. Okay. First of all, let's just have a look at some of the cool stuff. Liverpool have already got a record-breaking partnership with Adidas. They've sold more home and away kits in the past week than ever before. So lots and lots of money flowing into the coffers from the Adidas, and not going to lie, they took a lot of money from me. And Florian Wirtz's shirt is the number one seller right now, with the number 7 on. Absolutely banging shirt that is, and he is going to bang at Liverpool. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. He's going to bang at Liverpool. I'm talking about a player that isn't going to bang at Liverpool anymore is Harvey. So apparently he's held talks with Tottenham recently. So obviously James Maddison's out for the rest of the season. Harvey Elliott may be looked at as a replacement for him. I find that one an interesting one. He would fit in quite well. You know, they did offer 60 million for Morgan Gibbs-White, so Harvey Elliott is kind of quite a similar player to that. So that would be interesting. Yeah, it's only for the UK. The app's only for the UK. Yeah, the app's only for the UK. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. The app is only for the UK. Also, massive thanks, Jen, for the memberships. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the memberships. If you've all become members because of Jen, put a W in the chat. I'm not 100% sure how much Liverpool get for the sales, but I know that we've got the biggest sponsorship out of all the other big clubs. We've got 50 million for the year off Adidas, so I don't know how that works. But if you work out just how many shirt sales we sold after we bought Wirtz, I think we've sold like 4 million just of Wirtz's shirt so far. Wirtz's shirt. Wirtz's shirt. We sold like over 40,000 of his shirt alone. So I don't know how that works, if I'm completely honest. But more money, less problems. So talking about other players, I obviously mentioned this one a while ago. This is from my source. Celtic have made initial contacts with Liverpool over a potential loan deal for Stefan Bajcetic in the last hours. The idea for Celtic to sign Stefan Bajcetic on a loan with an option obligation to buy, and have already made initial contacts with Liverpool regarding the move. Stefan didn't travel with Liverpool on a pre-season tour due to an injury. The club will discuss the situation with Stefan soon. Whether he wants to stay, leave or loan on a permanent basis, Liverpool FC are open to selling Stefan on a permanent deal this summer if the price set by the club is met by anyone interested. Okay, so this one is going to develop. I don't see Stefan being at Liverpool at the end of the summer window. Okay, another player that's probably not going to be at Liverpool is also Ben Doak, looking at a 20 million plus move. West Ham have expressed interest. Monaco, Bologna are also monitored. Bologna don't half like a bloody Scottish player, like, and obviously Leeds have come in at the last minute. The stuff with Leeds might not be happening because of the Italian international William Gonto. Is it Gonto or Nonto? William Gonto. He was potentially going to be sold to an Italian club to go back, but that's not happening now. So it looks like Leeds might be out of that move. But West Ham have definitely expressed an interest now, and Monaco and Bologna. So there's plenty of suitors for Ben Doak, and he's not going to be at Liverpool. He's not going to be at Liverpool much longer. Talking about players that are aren't going to be at their clubs. We might as well touch on the sales we've made. 200 million once Darwin Núñez goes through. That's an unbelievable business. Like Queven, second choice goalkeeper. Tyler Morton never played a game. Luis Diaz, he played. We wanted to keep him. Trent Alexander-Arnold, we wanted to keep him as well. Núñez, we wanted to get rid, and Quansah, bit part player, made a lot of money. Mate, it's all about doing it responsibly. Mate. I'm not asking anyone to do crazy stuff, mate. It's just a little flutter. It's fun. It's actually a game as well. You can do a thing on it which is just called Just Bingo, and it just does an automated game, and it's fun. It's a couple of quid. It's like a super chat, mate. That's all it is, like a super chat. They promoted the show, and I quite like the game, so that's why I'm doing it. If I didn't like the game, I wouldn't promote it, but I do. It's actually fun. But it's up to you. Like if you want to download it, download it. If you don't, mate. I'm not asking. There's no obligation. It's just there on the screen. Nobody's actually downloaded it during this show so far, because I can see if you have or you haven't. But I'd appreciate if someone did, just to have a little look at it, because it is a good app, and it's fun. Let me replace the image. Looks like Visser could be back on now. So Newcastle are hoping to finalise a deal in the region of 35 million. They offered 25. They're going to up that to 35. This one, they believe, is going to happen quite quickly. And Brentford are looking at the Bournemouth attacker, Dango Atara, as the possible replacement, who didn't really get much game time at Bournemouth. So there's going to be one in, one out for Brentford. So that's going to be interesting. More updates as well about Newcastle, because we're interested in Newcastle. Kolo Muani is also attracting interest. They view him as a concrete target. This is from Sky reporter Florian Plettenberg. They missed out on Benjamin Sesko now. He's now at Manchester United. Nicholas Jackson could be, could not be. Don't really know right now. So Newcastle are obviously keeping their options open, and they're looking at a number of forwards. So they might be able to get Kolo Muani on loan, maybe. They might be able to get him on loan. I don't think they're going to be able to buy him because he's going to cost a lot of money. I think they spent 80 million on him, PSG, so they're going to want quite a bit of money back. So there's that one. Also another one, and David Ornstein. Newcastle are considering a move to sign Samu Aghawa from Porto. 21-year-old striker is high among a small number of options to bolster their attack. He's going to cost about 70, 80 million because they've just spent, I think, 50 million on him. He wasn't cheap. He scored a lot of goals. I mean, anyone can score goals in Portugal by the looks of it. But he's another one on the list. So there's a list of 4 players there, like straight off the bat. You've got Visser, you've got Jackson, you've got Mwani, and you've got Aghauer. So there's plenty of targets for Newcastle to look at there. Plenty of targets. All they have to do is get 1 or 2 over the line. Like, come on, you can do that, can't you? Also, Plettenberg's been told Liverpool are closely monitoring Giovanni Leone. He is so LFC focus currently remains on Mark Guehi, but he's a player that we're looking at. So that's another reporter that's mentioned Leone. But what I will mention is, and I don't know how this is going to affect us, or if it does, this is big news. Levi Colwill has suffered an ACL and is out for the season. This is big news. Like, I don't know how that's going to affect the Mark Guehi situation, because Mark Guehi's an ex-Chelsea player. They have a 10% sell-on clause or 20% sell-on clause, which means that they may go in for Guehi now. And if they go in for Guehi, there's a good chance Guehi might accept a Chelsea move. He stays in London. He goes back to his old club. And I just don't know how that's going to work. Right now, the rumours from Chelsea are they're happy with what they've got because they could use Gerald Hatto as a centre-back. And they're also about to get Fofana back from injury. So Chelsea aren't concerned about centre-back, even though they have lost Colwill for the rest of the season. But that one could develop. And I don't know where that one's going to go, if I'm completely honest. I think we either need to get Guehi done this week, or we stand the chance of maybe ending up losing him to Chelsea. Chelsea were never in the running for Guehi, but now that Levi Colwill's out for the season, I think that might cause a problem. So we need to look at that. That's going to be an interesting one. Just talking about Chelsea. So Nicholas Jackson and Chelsea agree on plan to part ways this month. So Nicholas Jackson will leave Chelsea. Chelsea have got so much going on. It's quite ridiculous. As well as Jackson, Christian Nkunku is also not expected to be in the Chelsea team. So they're going to get rid of Jackson and Nkunku. And they're going to sign Garnacho, Xavi Simons, and they're also looking at Rodrigo, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Chelsea are now looking at Rodrigo. Okay. And they've just lost Levi Colwill for the rest of the season. I also wanted to bring this in. This is from my source. Alexis McAllister is in conversations over a new deal to stay at Liverpool. Okay? I'm breaking this right now, all right? This one's from my source today. Okay? Liverpool are looking at getting McAllister tied down on a new deal, all right? This is fantastic news, okay? It's fantastic news. Also, we're just a bigger club. We sold 2.2 million shirts last season in 2024-2025. The most Manchester City have ever sold is 1.2 in 2022-2023. We're just a bigger club. Just a bigger club worldwide. It's what we do. It's what we do. I also wanted to bring this up as well because this is from Oliver Glasner. Asked on Friday if Eze will be a Palace player beyond August, Glasner replied, "He will play on Sunday. Definitely Mark Guehi too." So, according to Glasner, Guehi and Eze will be playing in the Charity Shield, in the Community Shield on Sunday. Arsenal are still interested in the £68 million release clause, and Liverpool still haven't stumped up the 50 million that the Palace want for Guehi. But Chelsea might. Chelsea might do that, which is a worry for me. Also, update on Belieber. United might have to wait till next summer for the Brighton midfielder. Brighton have reportedly set an asking price of 104 million, mainly because Lille are entitled to 20% of the transfer fee. So that deal could be a mammoth deal for Manchester United, over 100 million. Brighton have got to give 20% of it to Lille. So that changes things. That totally changes things now. Like, maybe we didn't know about that, but now that changes things dramatically. It really does. Update on Isak. Alexander Isak's representatives are set to ramp up the pressure on Newcastle to sell the striker to Liverpool, as the Reds prepare another move following the agreement to offload Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal. Núñez is on the brink of Al Hilal deal, an initial 46 million rising to 50 million. While with Núñez's exit imminent, Liverpool are anticipated to push forward with their plans to sign Isak, having previously had a 110 million bid rebuffed. Isak is currently training separately from the first team squad, and according to a new report from The Eye, his camp are ready to start applying pressure to the situation in hope that the Magpies will eventually buckle. Amazing stuff. This one is going to develop quickly. Also, big up Bernard. Big up Bernard for becoming a member. Good to have you on board. Good to have you on board. Part of the Rebels. What else have I got? Loads of stuff for you. So Leone, this is from my source, but this was from the 14th of July. Giovanni Leone is attracting strong concrete interest from top clubs across Europe regarding a potential move in the future. Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester United and Inter Milan are some of the many clubs following and scouting Giovanni Leone. The young centre-back is viewed as a top-level talent for the future. The 18-year-old talented centre-back has been scouted by multiple times, top clubs, and blowing positive internal reports coming across Europe. Parma have no intention to sell. The club are open to negotiations and have made it clear that a price tag stands at €40 million. A potential breakthrough could come if a bid of lands of €35 million, fixed $5 million. I told you about $35 million a while ago. But even that will be very difficult to make that happen. Situation remains calm now. One to watch closely if major clubs begin to push. I mentioned that a while ago, 35 million. That was from my source. Really interesting stuff. More on updates. Mark Guehi, the Crystal Palace defender, who reportedly prepared a move to Liverpool if he were to leave his current club. Although no offer has been made yet, the 25-year-old is in final year of his contract, who have set a 40 million asking price. So they've reduced it from 50 to 40. Liverpool were in the race for Guehi, but their attention has since shifted to Isak. Premier League champions have already splashed out nearly 300 million this summer and would need to fork out at least another 125 million to secure Isak. Isn't that weird? This is from the Mirror, by the way. Isn't that weird that that number has gone from 150 to 130 down to 125 now? The number is slowly reducing. Why 125 now? It means Liverpool have only got to offer another 15 million to potentially get Isak. Watch this space. Watch this space. Media have now dropped the price to 125. Watch this space. This second bid is incoming, and I think it will happen very soon. Also, big shout out to Indy Kala. Big news coming out of Germany. Harry Kane could be on the verge of leaving Bayern Munich. Harry Kane could potentially end up at Barcelona, or he could end up back in the Premier League. It's a mad one, but they are looking at potentially letting him go. The Bayern bosses have had a big meeting about it, and they're potentially looking at moving Harry Kane out of the team and letting some youngsters start for Bayern Munich now. Really big news, that one. Really big news. Also, Indy dropped this one. Chelsea looking at Mark Guehi. Not good. Not good news. Chelsea looking at Mark Guehi is not good news in anyone's eyes. It's really not. What else have we got? Arne Slot press conference today. Already said that Jerome Frimpong is going to be Mo Salah's replacement during AFCON. Said it in a press conference today. He's going to replace Mo Salah when he goes to AFCON, which is interesting because that's kind of what we talked about as well. Training today. This is the team. Big up whoever's just done scan the QR code. Absolute legends. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, whoever just scanned the QR code. I wish you all the luck with the game tonight. So this is the team that did the training. Alisson, Mamadashvili, Woodman and Pesky, which means Alisson's back, which is good. Defenders, Van Dijk, Kanate, Kerkez, Frimpong, Robinson, Tsimikas, Stevenson. Gomez still not in the team. And also Connor Bradley, still not in the team. Midfielders, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones, Gravenberch, Endo, Elliott, Nione. No McConnell. Forwards, Salah, Gapco, Vert, Ekatike, Chiesa, Doak, Rio. No Jadon Dans. No Jadon Dans in there. No Kumas in there. You know, we're noticing there's no young defenders in there either. Stevenson, I think Stevenson will stay. I think Slot sees Stevenson as a player that can genuinely do a job in many positions. Amaro Nallo not in the training. It does look like Slot's already kind of trimmed down that squad, and it does look like Rio is going to be there or thereabouts. Ben Doak makes sense. You can never do with enough strikers, especially when Nunes isn't there now. So it looks like that is pretty much the team. So you've got Gomez missing, Dan's missing, McConnell missing. You've also got Nallo missing. You've also got Ramsey missing as well. Whoever missed out? I've missed another player out. Kumas missing as well. So looks like he's already got his squad now. Really, Stevenson's a bit slow, but he's a utility player. We're not expecting anything amazing from him. We're just expecting a player to come in and just do a job. We've got to be honest, AA. Like, why don't Newcastle try for him? Like, got Champions League. Like, throw the bag at him. Like, if you mean business, throw the bag at him. Like, Newcastle are absolutely desperate for a striker. Go and throw the bag at Kane. Just do it. Go and throw the bag at him. Like there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity there. Just go and throw the bag at him. But usual suspects, Gomez and obviously Connor Bradley. It is a bit concerning. It is a bit concerning that those two seem to be the ones that always seem to be missing, which is concerning. Also wanted to just put this one up as well. From Liverpool, 1 week until our Premier League opener against Bournemouth at home. I have no idea what score that's going to be. Bournemouth have been completely decimated. Like, they've literally lost. They've lost their goalkeeper. They've lost their left back, their right back, and 2 centre backs. Like, they've been absolutely decimated. Like, they literally have an entire new back six, which is mental. Yeah, I know he's back soon, but he hasn't done any pre-season. Like, he's not done any pre-season. Like, I think he played the what's-her-name game, didn't he? I think he played the Preston game, but that's it. Like, he's done no pre-season. Like, Bradley's played a few games, so we're all right with Bradley, to be fair. But Gomez, no pre-season. Also, I also want to mention as well, like, if we do sign Isaac in the next week or so, he hasn't had a pre-season. So you're going to be signing another player that just hasn't had any pre-season. So that's also a concern, like, to integrate him in, to make that fit straight away, which means that Ekatike is really important because we need to have a starter for Isaac to get up to speed to then come in, because he's not going to start. Isaac will not start the Bournemouth game if we sign him any time before the end of the window. Like, if we sign Isaac before the Bournemouth game and we can register him to play, he will not play the game. He won't play that game. He has not had enough time on the pitch at all. Absolutely. He needs quite a lot of time. Quite a lot of time to get up to speed. 100%. Can't just be throwing that guy in to the mix. Like, yeah, go on, mate. Like, that'd be wild. That'd just be wild if you did that. Right. So for me, he needs to get a run of games. Like, he needs to be brought in gradually. Like, and the fact that we've got an international tournament coming up, if he gets picked, that isn't going to help either. That isn't going to help us either if he gets picked, because then he buggers off for 2 more weeks and he's not integrated into Liverpool properly. So we need to be careful how we work this one. You need to be careful how we work this one, I think. I really do. What else have I got? Okay, so from Sky Sports Germany right now, Newcastle are in talks with Kolo Muani. Okay, so talks have started now. So they're in negotiations for that player. Okay, so he is high on their list. Okay. Okay, so what we need to talk about now is we need to talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, and the elephant in the room is Bradley Barcola. Okay, this guy splits the fan base so much, and I just don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why Bradley Barcola is splitting the fan base. Like, this guy has the potential to be world class. There is nothing about this guy that doesn't make me think he's going to be world class. He's going to be world class. Like, there's nothing that doesn't point at world class to me about Bradley Barcola. Nothing. So let's take a look at Bradley Barcola. And you know how I do this. You know how I do this. So let me share my screen. Let's have a look at Barcola. Okay. Barcola, 22 years old, 6'2". I didn't realise he was that tall. 6'2". Wow, I didn't realise Bradley Barcola was that tall. Reasonably low wages, 126,000. That's low wages, okay? Club World Cup, 6 games, 2 assists, 287 minutes. Okay, let's have a look at his overview of him as an actual player. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to look at Bradley Barcola as a winger. Yeah. So Bradley Barcola on here is going to be looked at as a winger. Okay. Points to note about Bradley Barcola is the guy has been a little bit scapegoated in the last year. Okay. They bought Kvaratskhelia and replaced Barcola with Kvaratskhelia. And then Barcola was the guy that came on and did a job on the right-hand side and also a centre forward. And he was the main man on the right wing. He really was. Like, there's no point talking about last season, not the season just gone, the season before when Mbappe was there, because they had a shocker of a season. They were all over the place. And he got 6 goals and 9 assists, which isn't amazing, but he did that in just over 2,000 minutes. But he's played nearly 4,000 minutes this season, and his numbers are quite staggering. Okay, his numbers are quite staggering. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little bit about Barcola. Non-penalty goals, he doesn't take penalties, 89 percentile. Shots, 2.8 per game. Assists, 0.3 per game. His numbers are just bonkers. So much green to love. So much green. So much green. He touches the ball in the penalty area nearly 9 times a game. Progressively carries 15 times a game. Like, his interceptions are off the scale for a forward, and his blocks. There was nothing about this player that makes me think he's not going to be world class. Absolutely nothing. So let's look at last season, because last season was the season where he really did cook. 34 games in the French league, 27 starts, 2,100 minutes he had on the pitch. 2,100 minutes he had on the pitch. Let me just break that down. That is less time than Darwin Núñez had on the pitch for Liverpool last season. Okay? Barcola played less football in League One than Darwin Núñez. Okay? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Okay? He played less minutes than Curtis Jones in the Premier League last season. Okay? That's the difference with Barcola. That's the difference with Barcola. 14 goals, 10 assists, 24 GA in 27 games that he started. He just isn't, mate. He just isn't, okay? He just isn't. He just isn't anything like Darwin Núñez. I'm sorry, he's nothing like Darwin Núñez. Like you can just, I don't know, you can take that one and stick it in the bin right now. Okay, first of all, he's like 3 years younger than him. Okay, that's the difference. Like he's 22, yeah, and he plays all over the park. He plays left hand side, he plays right hand side, he plays centre forward. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's got nothing to do with Curtis Jones being a forward. I'm talking about the time on the pitch. He's got 24 GA in 2,100 minutes. That's incredible. That's incredible in a league. That's incredible. I'm sorry, it just is. Like it just is. He played 363 minutes in the French Cup, and he got 4 goals and 4 assists. 1,000 minutes in the Champions League, 3 goals, 4 assists. I mean, he wasn't the starter in the Champions League. They played Kvaratskhelia. His XG was 30. So his XG and AG, so his goals and assists added together are 23.5 expected. He got 24. The guy is literally bang on the money. Like he's consistent. Like everything is consistent about him. His XG was 13. He got 14. Like everything about him just sits there in the right numbers. 72 starts for PSG in 3 seasons, 55 GA. Like he's just a brilliant player. Like so much to like about Barcola. I mean, you wanted to talk about his shots. So where's his shots? So hang on, where's his shots? So he's the 21. Yeah, 21 when he started that season. 74 shots, 38 on target, 14 goals. Now, he's not even he doesn't even have a lot of shots, by the way. Like 51% shots on target. 51% shots on target. So he's a 50-50. His passing is brilliant. 81% pass completion. 81% pass completion for a striker. That's really good. Like they are really good numbers. And then I mean, it's all about, for me, it's all about the creation as well. Like he creates his goal creation actions, 20 goal creation actions in the league, and 101 shot creation actions, which means he's heavily involved in the play and creates a lot of chances for people. And I mean, that's pretty obvious anyway, because his numbers were in total this season 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 21 goals in total. And 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. So he's got, what's that? 18, sorry, 18, 19, 20. So 21 goals and 21 assists this season. 21 goals and 21 assists this season for Bradley Barcola. And people are genuinely concerned. People are genuinely going, oh, I'm not sure about him. 21 goals, 21 assists for Barcola this season. I genuinely have no idea why people have got any concern. why people got any concern whatsoever about Barcola. Like his numbers are better than everybody else's apart from Dembele's. His numbers are better than everyone else's apart from Dembele's, but his GA is almost the same. I mean, his GA is 24 in the league, and Dembele's 27, and Dembele's about to be crowned the what's the name? Isn't it weird because Dembele's about to be crowned the Ballon d'Or, but Barcola's only how many goals behind him? What Barcola's like what? 3 GA behind him, and Dembele's going to be crowned Ballon d'Or, but Barcola's not even in the conversation for Ballon d'Or. So how is Barcola not in the conversation for Ballon d'Or, but Dembele is? When Barcola's done just as much as Dembele, just as much. Barcola's got more assists. He's got less goals. But Barcola's got more goals in the Champions League and he's got more goals in the French Cup. But Dembele's the guy that's going to be off for the Ballon d'Or. So, I don't know. But for me, I think Barcola would be special. I really do. I think Barcola would be very special for Liverpool. And I don't care. It's not my money. Like, it's not my money. And I know we're all sat there going, oh, we can't block the path for Rio Gigamoa. Really? Like, I'm blocking the path for Rio Gigamoa with Barcola. Sorry. Like, I am. Like I'd rather have Barcola and Cody Gakpo as the left winger and then Rio as third choice. I would rather have that. I would rather have that than Cody Gakpo and Rio Gigamoa. I'd rather have Barcola there. And if we can get Barcola for 70 million, then that's 5 million more than we sold Luis Diaz for. 5 million more than we sold Luis Diaz for. Or if we could get him on loan, like imagine being able to get him on loan for a year and then pay the money next year. That would be mental. I don't think he is. I don't think he's a replacement. I think it's Isaac or nothing. I think it's Isaac or nothing. There is no replacement for Isaac because you're not going to play Barcola as a number 9. You're not going to play Rodrigo as a number 9. You're literally going to play Alexander Isaac as the number 9 or Ekitike. There's no others. There's no others at Liverpool. And I think we're so convinced that we're going to get Isaac that we're not even looking at anyone else. Like we might be looking at a winger. Like Paul Joyce mentioned attackers in his last tweet. Attackers, which means 2, which means more than 1. So for me, I don't think they want 100 million. I don't think they want 100 million for him. I don't believe that. Anyway, I've got some stuff I want to show you anyway, but I don't believe they want 100 million for him. Let me show you some bits on Barcola. So Alexander Isak remains priority target for LFC. Should that fall through, the club would have the budget available for a high-profile winger like Barcola. Interesting. Why not both? Barcola preferred over Rodrigo. There was conversations that we were going for Rodrigo and Isaac. There were conversations. If we lose Federico Chiesa and Ben Doak as well, we are going to need one more. I don't care what anyone says. we are going to need one more. If we could get Barcola or Rodrigo on loan, I would not put it past Liverpool. And I also wouldn't put it past Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes is a massive, massive fan of Barcola. Like, he really is. He is a huge fan of Barcola. And, like, Bradley Barcola is a superstar. 41 goal contributions in 64 games, playing as the fourth choice striker for PSG. He'd instantly become the best left winger in the Premier League, and with increased game time, all of Europe. Get it done. I am down with that. I'm a massive fan of Barcola. I have been for a long time. This one would be special. This one is special. I think he's better than Rodrigo. I still like Rodrigo, by the way, but I think he's better than Rodrigo. Him and Hugo Ekitike are the future of France. They could be the future of France. Like, they could be the future of France. Both 22 years old. One plays centre forward, one plays left wing. There's your future of France. Like, he's a star. 41 goal contributions in 64 games, and he's not even the first team player. Not even a first team player. Doesn't even start for PSG now. If there's any kind of discouragement in the project in PSG because of the way he's been treated, then we should be all over that, and I'm sure we would be. Bradley Barcola, 22. It seems like Liverpool have found their ideal left-wing signing. After losing Luis Diaz, we definitely need a top player, as well as an upgrade on him. He fits the bill perfectly. Cody's a great player. Like, Cody is a great player. I have no doubt. But Cody's 26. Cody's 26. Be 27 next year. That could be a player that Liverpool don't renew the contract and sell him on. Like, we're not going to be having players getting old at Liverpool. Like, that isn't the style. That's not the way it works. And yeah, the thought of Bradley Barcola at Liverpool is so exciting for a number of reasons. Significantly raises the technical floor of the available and previous left wings for Slot. But just think about him combining down the left-hand side with Kerkez, Vert, Ekitike, and Dominic Szoboszlai. It's quite scary. Like, Cody Gakpo isn't a fast player. Like, we know he's not a fast player. We know he doesn't do the dribbling. We know he's not the guy that can burn past people. This guy, though, this guy's a different animal. This guy is a different animal. And unfortunately for him, and maybe fortunate for us, he's been dumped onto the subs bench. They only paid 50 million for him. So if we could offer 80 million, 70 million, they're instantly going to get money. Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool consider Bradley Barcola as world class, but no bid or talks at this stage. Liverpool consider him world class. This is what we're going to sign. We're not going for meaty stuff. We're not going for projects. If we consider him as world class and it's Richard Hughes who's pulling the strings, do not be surprised if it's Isaac, maybe not Guehi anymore because of Chelsea. Like, Chelsea have really annoyed me. Like, Levi Colwill has really annoyed me by getting injured. Maybe this one won't happen because we have to go higher on Guehi now. Maybe. But Barcola, my days. Everybody was talking about, we're getting Isaac and Rodrigo. But no one's saying, oh, we won't get Barcola in, Isaac. What? What's the difference? What is the difference? They're both going to cost about 70, 80 million. Both of them. What's the difference? What is the difference? There's no difference. There's no difference. We've just sold Luis Diaz and Tyler Morton for 80 million. We've literally just made 80 million off Luis Diaz and Tyler Morton. You can put that 80 million into Barcola and see what they say. They may turn around and say, we want another 10. They may turn around and say, he's not for sale. But then it's up to Barcola then, isn't it? Just like Alexander Isak. So that's the question. That is the question. Yeah, I think he will as well. I think Gakpo gets sold next summer. And the weird thing is, there's not a lot of fans that will be bothered. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, 40 goal involvements. That doesn't sound like somebody's been dumped. Most of them are off the bench, mate. Most of them are off the bench. He played 2,400 minutes and got 14 goals and 10 assists. Like, that is mental. 2,500 minutes and he's pulling off GA like that. Like, I don't need to say any more about him. Like, you all know my stance on Bradley Barcola. He is fabulous. What a player he would be at Liverpool. Like, and we talked about Michael Elise. Yeah, well, I did on Jamie Phillips' show a number of times. He was the one for me. Michael Elise was on the verge of becoming greatness. Like, he just needed a big club where he could shine. And he's been given that. He's been given that at Bayern Munich. And look at him. He's in the Ballon d'Or. He's in the Ballon d'Or list now. His numbers are off the scale this season. He's no different than Barcola. No different than Barcola. Either or. I would either or for me. Michael Elise, Bradley Barcola, not bothered. Whatever they're feeding the French players, like, maybe we all need to start eating croissants. Like, I don't know. Maybe we all need to start eating frogs' legs, like, and snails. I don't know. But whatever they're feeding the French players, they are producing some of the most incredible talent on earth. And that's one for me. Like, get me him before Barcelona go sniffing around him in a year or two. Get me Barcola. When he's unsettled and he's not the first team player and he's not guaranteed to start this year, go and ask the question. Go and ask the question. Go and make the phone call, Hughes. If you really want him, Hughes, go and do it. Go and do it. Voulez-vous. Voulez-vous. Va-va-va-voom. Go and get me Barcola. All right. Liverpool only deal in world-class players 100%. 100%. Frog's legs. Yeah, no, frog's legs. Anyway, I'm ending the stream now, gang. I'm going to go and play Hogwarts Legacy with the wife, which is going to be fun. We've just created a new player. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Lysander Blackthorn. That's the name that we've given him. And he's being shown around the school at the moment. So we're quite new into restarting again. So I'm going to go and play that for a couple of hours. By the way, I just wanted to give a shout out to Match Bingo for sponsoring the show. Please go and check them out. The QR code is on the screen now. Take a quick shot now before you go and go and check it out. There's like 180 of you in here. Only one person scanned the QR code on this show so far. So do me a favor, just scan the QR code and check the app out. Do that for me now. Go on, a couple of you, scan the QR code, check out the app, It's free of charge. You can deinstall it if you want, but if you do want to get involved, there's a game on tonight. Like I said, there's a game on tonight. It's £2 to make your first bet. If you buy 4 cards, you get one free. I played it and I won 20 quid with my first card. So it's a good laugh. Gamble responsibly. Scan it now. Go on, there's 180 of you in here. Scan the QR code now and download the app. Do it for me. Do it for me. Let me get at least 2 or 3 of yous that have at least scanned the QR code. Give it a little trial. It's fun. Brilliant. Someone's just done it. Appreciate it. Whoever that was, you're an absolute legend and you're obviously a rebel. Get involved, all right? A couple of yous get involved now. Right, so I am out of here. I'm going to forward you on to Footy Judge Mo's show. He did ask me to do the show, but I wanted to do this one instead. And I will be on Donny Sam's show later at 11 o'clock if you're still around. Hopefully there'll be some news that we can talk about, some new news. Mate, just get me Barcola. Get me Barcola, honestly. Yeah, I mentioned this in the show. Oh, you did it. Legend. Cheers, man. Appreciate it, Joshua. Appreciate it. My wife's annoyed. What's that? Was the wife annoyed? No, I did. I did. I played it earlier. I played Hogwarts earlier with her, and she was tired because we played for about 3 hours, and she was tired. So I was like, "Is it all right if I go and jump on a show with Jamie?" She was like, "Yeah, go on." So it was okay. Sky Blue. It was all right. By the way, while you're there, mate, scan the QR code. Scan the QR code. Do it. Go on. Scan the QR code. Check it out. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you on to what's her name show now. Footy Judge Mo's. 2 seconds. Let me just add that now. Bear with me. Right, who's live? Football Terrace is live. I'm not going to send you there. I'm going to send you Judge Mo. I'm going to send you to Yep, so I'm sending you over to his. His show is about to start now. You will be diverted over to there. So do us a favour and stick in KMAC Raid. You're an absolute legend, whoever just scanned it. And if it was you, Mr. Sky Blue, then I know you're a legend anyway. Okay. Thanks for scanning the QR code. So go and check it out. Have a little flutter if you want. It's £5 and you get £10 free. So you're already getting £5 free. So it's good crack. And do the little bingo game tonight. There's like 100. Let me see how many people are involved in that game tonight now. So the game tonight has, so there's 148 people involved in that game tonight. So let me just show you on the phone. So there's 148 people. You can't see. Where is it? There's 148 people that are in that game tonight. There. Oh, I can't see. Why can't you see? Can you see it there? 148 people on that game tonight. So go and check it out. Go and check it out. And if you do win and you're on this channel, let me know that you won, because that's really cool if you did win. So what's the name's playing? It's Birmingham City and Ipswich Town, but it doesn't really matter because it's just bingo. So it's all about what you get on your card. But it's cool. It's cool as F. Anyway, 4 of you have scanned it, so really appreciate it. Go and enjoy Mo's show, and like I said, you can check all you want about the actual app in my description. It's in there, so click on the link in the description on today's show. Okay, and once again, thank you, Match Bingo, for sponsoring this show, and I will see you all later on tonight at 11 o'clock on Donny Sam's show. And if you do want to come and check out Judge Mo's show tomorrow, I'm on there at 9:30. So going to be quite busy. I might do another show myself tomorrow, depending on if there's any news. But I'm probably not going to. Probably just have the day off. All right. You all have a great day, and I will see you all later. Up the Reds, 21 for 20, 2 for Jota. Take care. Goodbye.